Hey, it's Deanna. And so this is another addition to my collection. And this is really, really old. I suspect he's from probably about 1920, 1925, somewhere around there. He could be even earlier. He could be from about 1918. And I also collect Steiff animals and teddy bears and antique dolls. Now, Steiff animals that were early are very, very expensive on the collector circuit. They're very hard to come by, and when you do find them, they could be several $100s or thousands of dollars. Now, this particular one is German. It's not a Steiff, and it was most likely made by Josef Pitrmann, and his toy company was named Jopi, Jopi. And the Jopi dogs had what was known as Helvetic music boxes inside them, and they were squeeze boxes that were made in Switzerland. And most of his bears and little dogs have them, and even cats. Now, some of them don't. This one doesn't. It has a little squeeze, little mechanism inside for a squeaker. It does not work. Generally, these don't work after being used so many times. Now, he's a King Charles Spaniel or Cavalier Spaniel. And in the 1920s, I believe, maybe even a little earlier, Steiff had made a character named Charlie, Charlie the dog. And it was a little spaniel. And a lot of other companies, because it was such a popular design by Steiff, had copied the King Charles Spaniel, Cavalier Spaniel for their line of toys. And I believe that's what Jopi did here. They tried to make a Charlie dog, but he's great. He has beautiful, beautiful tipped mohair. And that's also a way to tell these older animals, like around the 20s, this was really popular, this tipped mohair. So it was mohair that was dyed on the tips to give it this two-tone look. And he has sensational glass eyes that were hand blown in Germany. And he has this little inverted Y upside down mouth. I'm sorry, upside down Y mouth and stitched nose. And he does not have any jointed joints or any swivel mechanisms. His legs, everything is stationary. But nonetheless, he's great. Now, these earlier animals, generally you don't see them as jointed like the ones that were made sometime in the mid to late 20s and on. Now, he is just really in lovely condition. You can see he really isn't missing that much mohair. He doesn't have that much damage to him. He has his original bow from when he was made out of silk. And these little, look at these little corduroy ears on the back, or velvet. Very, very lovely. Now, these were cheaply made. They were mass produced at the time. They made, I mean, hundreds of thousands of these little animals and cats and dogs and bears. But it's hard to find the early ones on the collector's circuit these days. You don't really see too many 1920s toys like this. You see like ones from the 50s a lot, but not from this time frame. So I thought I'd share him with you. I thought he's adorable. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys all soon. So long.